During Shakespeare's lifetime, one popular medical treatment included slathering the body with the insides of bugs. Ugh, I wish I was making this up. But what kind of bug was it? And why was it considered a scientifically backed, doctor-approved medical treatment for the 17th century? Let's find out right now on That Shakespeare Life. Insects and insect-derived products have been used for centuries, both before and after Shakespeare's lifetime, as medical treatments, as sources for things you could use to treat human ailments. For example, honey is used to treat burns, fruit flies can be involved in the diagnosis of cancer, and there's one particular South American tree ant whose venom can treat a variety of ailments, from weak vision all the way to hepatitis, and that's just a few bugs. They apparently knew about the impressive qualities of bugs and their medicinal benefits in the 17th century, and doctors would often prescribe the use of a blistering beetle to draw out toxins from the body. At least that's what they thought it did. The blistering beetle is actually a group of beetles. There's not one particular one that's known as the blistering beetle. There's a whole group of them known as Melodidae, and I am not good at Latin at all, so if I butchered that, just tell me about it in the comments. But what all of these beetles have in common is that they secrete a chemical called cantharidin. Did I say that right? Cantharidin? I'll spell it for you. But when it comes in contact with human skin, it actually causes blisters. It is toxic to humans, but it won't kill a human being. It just is really painful. For example, cantharidin is used today to treat warts. There's some viral infections that it's effective against, and there are some cancer treatments that use this chemical as well. The specific treatment that we know was used in the 17th century was actually applied to King James I right before he died, and it was used to create blisters on his body. His doctors knew that he was sick, and they wanted to try and pull out from his body whatever was causing him pain. So they put this secretion on his body, created the blisters, and then they would drain them. Obviously, this didn't work, and James ended up dying anyway. But it's part of a large list of just really bizarre medical treatments that got applied to King James right before he died. And if you'd like to hear all about that, we talk about it with Susie Edge on our podcast episode of That Shakespeare Life, where she discusses some of the more bizarre and weird occurrences that surround the deaths of some of England's monarchs. I'll link you to that podcast episode in the show notes. And she does go into more detail on King James's death specifically, if you're interested in that. Now, in addition to being used to remove toxins, the blistering beetle's cantharidin was popular during Shakespeare's lifetime recreationally as an aphrodisiac. Not only prescribed by doctors, it would actually be used by individuals who self-treated with this particular beetle's secretions. One horrible instance of this, because you can overdose on it, 16th century French surgeon Ambrose Paré wrote that in 1572, he was treating a man with this particular substance, and the man suffered from, quote, the most frightful satiriasis. Satiriasis was applied to, is a long-term... Satiriasis is a term that means extreme, frequent, and sudden bouts of libido. I'll let you take it from there. But after taking this potion of nettles and cantharidin extract, this poor individual suffered greatly in this way. So there you have it. That's how one little beetle had a big place in medical history and healthcare for Shakespeare's lifetime. I hope you learned something new today. I'm Cassidy Cass.